No good news to share.
Oh, I show a lot of houses, but people are very not in a hurry these days. So for some reason,
No sense of urgency.
yes, no sense of urgency, or they don't understand that they have to go way over ask. I mean, I'm
Mhm.
Monmouth Ocean County, New Jersey is a little protected area where the market
Mhm.
is super hot
Show
right
a
now.
lot of houses, but
Yeah, and not a lot of inventory.
yeah, you guys have a shortage of inventory up there,
Yeah, big time.
as to many of the northern states do. But my friend said he put in an offer, 200,000 over asked, and he was the sixth highest
It's
offer.
crazy. It's just crazy. What county? What town?
He's up in Connecticut.
Oh, okay.
And
Oh, I
so
have, yeah.
I was like,
I
wait,
actually, I need a Connecticut referral agent.
just you let me know what area and I'll tell you.
Yeah, I will. Oh, sorry, my dogs are barking. I just met them, so I can't remember the area off the top of my head, but I'll let you know.
Just message me and I'll hook you up because Connecticut's rather large.
Yes.
So
Yes, it's
one
they're
is
not ready to sell until the fall, the spring, and they're
Mhm.
going to move to Jersey. So, I met them because I sold their daughter-in-law and son a house 4 years ago. So I'm going to help them in Jersey, but they need to sell in Connecticut. I'm trying to,
fabulous.
so my dogs don't bark. So
I would love to be able to connect you to someone. I
yeah,
have
yeah,
some
I'll text you.
great,
Yeah.
great agents that I know up there in all sections of Connecticut,
Okay,
from all
great.
four corners. Put it that way, all four corners. Um, I have one under contract, $10,000 under. I'm just making sure, Sherry, what you wrote. Hold on one second. I lost it. Inspection today. Woohoo! Congratulations. That is awesome. Congrats, congrats. And hello, Carlene. How are you?
I'm great.
Oh, you have five pending. Go get
I
them.
do. I do.
Yeah.
It's time. It's my time.
I know you've been hustling and grinding for a really long time, so that's a great feeling to have right now.
Yes, thank
And
you.
yes, yes, yes. And I completely understand because it has been a weak market for us. Um, and so I find that I'm busier now than I was in season.
Yeah, I it's definitely shifted here.
Hmm.
I'm seeing a lot of buyers and they're ready now, whatever their houses are going under contract finally, or they've decided they're paying cash and it's just they're realizing as the inventory's starting to shrink a little
Yeah,
that,
that's what
you
we
know,
want.
yeah, yeah. And there's a lot of junk on the market too. Um, Down here, a lot of people have not maintained their homes and buyers don't want to buy that. So it makes the smaller inventory even smaller.
That's true. Because it depends on what area you're looking in, but Florida is one of those areas that you got to be real careful with buying
Oh,
junky homes because you never know what you're going to run into.
right.
Very interesting. Yeah, so I love hearing this. 500. Are they all closing within June and July?
There four are supposed to close in July. One's a short sale, but I still think we're going to make July. And one is a new construction, so that's probably going to be more like October.
Awesome. Congratulations. I love that.
Yep. And I've got one listing and an EXP friend, Cindy Myers just called me. She has a buyer for it, so we'll
Yay.
pray on that one. And I have one that we withdrew that I think we're going to put back on sooner because
Mhm.
of what's happening. And I've got another short sale coming up in 2 weeks.
That's awesome. Congratulations. You
Yeah,
go get them, girl. I
working
love it.
hard.
Yeah, it sounds like it. You're doing a great job. That's awesome. Well,
Thanks.
our team, we have five under contract right now, which is awesome. Um, Four of those were supposed to close while I was on vacation. They did not. You know how that happens.
Yeah.
And we picked up a couple of listings that we're working on, and now I have 3 more buyers coming down personally for me, which is like, I get so excited. I don't know about you all, but when I get a buyer, I'm like, oh, I get to spend your money. This is so exciting. We get to go house shopping. It's so exciting because I deal with so many sellers, right? So
Mhm.
all of these are relos from up north, which is really nice. So it's really exciting. Awesome. So let's get into it. Let's dive into it. So I want to know what you're all excelling at, or what you would like some more clarification on, or maybe you're struggling with something. I'd like to know a little bit about that. What are you all looking for right now in your senior business that would help you excel? Don't jump in at once. Nothing? You think you all got it? You have everything you need?
Nope. Good morning.
Hi.
So I was waiting for the ladies to respond, but for me, it would be listings.
Mhm.
I think that for me, I want to excel and get more into my social media, specifically
Mhm.
LinkedIn and YouTube. So the past 2 weeks, I have been trying to, I not trying, but I've been studying myself and just seeing how much time am I putting into my business, because I work a full-time job and I want to
Yeah.
get at least 20 hours a week, and finding that time is absolutely challenging. So I was just thinking that I'm gonna have to either start my mornings like 4 a.m. or before I go to work, or I would have to stay up late night to at least 2 p.m. I mean, 2 a.m. And so I actually, a few times last week, I did do staying up late. One
Mhm.
day I did early morning. And I'm finding that I am getting, when I do those longer hours, I am getting things done. And I'm such a perfectionist to where I have to, like write things out and structure things how I'm comfortable, so that I'm comfortable communicating it and getting my social media things done. So I know that I figured out that I can get the 20 hours a week in for part-time real estate. And I've also, because I've done that, I have also have linked with a networking group of senior of professionals, and I was invited to do a presentation with these people to join their team. They are occupational therapists, Medicaid, Medicare professionals, a law group. And so next Tuesday, I have a presentation that I'll be doing with them
Mhm.
to join them. But I feel like I'm doing networking, but not enough networking to get listings and to really get myself out there. So I know that's kind of like, just thrown out there a little bit, but
Yeah, no, but that's good.
um,
That's good to hear. So when you say, well, first off, I think you need some systems put in place so you don't have to work until 2 a.m. That's my, but you have to build those systems. So once you build those, I think it'll really, really help you. So that's good. That's something that I just want to kind of put a pin in for a second. And then secondly, networking, the best thing I can say is it takes time to build those relationships with people and get them to, get onto your bod, so to say, right? And it does take time for that. However, it doesn't always have to be a coffee. It doesn't always have to be a lunch or a happy hour. It could be a phone call, it could be a Zoom, because, Frankie, you're working a full-time job, so it's hard. So you have to be able to juggle that, right? So just make sure that you don't put a lot of pressure on yourself, that you have to do XYZ. But presentations are going to be one of your best bets for making sure that you get a pipeline.
Okay. More like Zoom presentations or Google Meets, things like that.
Yeah, and presentations, you can do webinars, you can do in-person presentations, but if you want to get your listings, you have to really hone in on who you're marketing to and how you're getting them to come to you for the information. And so I'm asking some questions because I have info for you all. But I'm hearing some listings, some social, some processes.
So I have it's called where did I learn this term? It's called strategic blocking. So yeah, okay, so I know you're
Time
familiar with that
blocking.
term.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have been literally forcing that on the weekends to strategic block a certain amount of hours, pretty much 6 hours, to get a lot of the things that I need to get done so that I can coast through the week. So, what you just said there, to build a system. I have so many notes. I feel like I've become a professional note taker. So,
A lot of people do.
yeah.
I have my
So it's just,
notepads right here.
yeah, it's implementing it all now,
Yeah.
and I'm working on my system. So yeah, I'm glad that you said that there. That's what I'm building out now. So
So
yeah. Mhm.
your strategic plan. So and the reason why I'm asking this is because I've been listening to what our coaching students have been saying, my coaching students have been saying, and trying to implement things that are going to help you. Now, it's June. The second half of the year is going to be here in what, a week and a half? Memory serves me correct.
Yeah.
So we got to make sure that the second half of the year we build out, we strategically plan, and we get to excel at, so that your second half of 2026, you're crushing your goals and you're going into 2027 with ease. That's where I'm at. That's where a lot of my students are at. And what I feel is we all need a little boost. So what I put together, it's going to be recorded, because I know, Frankie, you work full time, and some folks do work even part time right now. And so I put together a second half of the year playbook that's going to be a 1 hour, 1 day course, Tuesday, July 7th at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. So we're going to really dive into, this is what we're going to do in July, August, September, October, November, December, to help us build systems that work, to help us implement without overwhelm, build out your social, build systems that work, and create a pipeline for you well into 2027. This is all for the senior sector, senior real estate. Okay. It's free for anyone to join. And it's going to be, of course, geared around working with seniors. So anyone's welcome to join, but it's going to be senior focused. But a lot of the systems are going to overlap. But I think that it's really important that we have a playbook. So you're going to have a workbook that you'll have with this. You're going to have some things that you can implement on week 1, and then going through and making sure that you're following a blueprint, a plan that's going to help you really push to get to your goals and to where you are. And I hear, and I'm just going back to my notes from yesterday too, like we're talking about webinars and seminars, which is really important. Some folks have started a Facebook group, how to grow that. These are things that are all important. Building out your referral ecosystem. Trying to see what other, my scribble notes. Lead magnets that work and how you create those. I have been creating some really awesome stuff. I'm going to share how I did that for everyone. and some senior guides, some senior resources for folks, all of my words, but just fine-tuned, and speeding up my process of being that perfectionist, because Frankie, I'm right there with you. And I'm going to share how I did that, and then how you can utilize some of these things. Like, how are you implementing? I love Claude right now. How are you implementing Claude to fine tune your business? I mean, Claude can be a bot on your website right now. It's amazing stuff that all this stuff can do. It's wild. But we're not going to really focus on a lot of AI stuff. We're going to focus on more of how you can make sure that you're driving your business and having things work for you in a more cohesive way. Because at the end of the day, we all want to serve seniors, right? I think we all know we want to serve seniors, but we got to get the listings. We got to get the buyers who, the folks who are looking to right size, and that dual buy sell, or the multi-generational living. Because at the end of the day, then we're just in a professional education system and we're not learning anything. So if I will drop the link to join the class here below so that you can join. It's a free class, and everyone who signs up, even if they do not attend, they will be getting the recording. So if you want the recording, you have to sign up for the event. The replay is not going to be posted out. It's only for those who sign up. And I'm just going to grab it right here and put it in there. But this is really exciting. It's a really quick one-day masterclass. It's really meant to jumpstart your business for the second half of the year. And I'm excited for it. It's really awesome. The other thing is I have the referral map. Have all of you seen the referral map? I can't see it because I switched my screen. So have you seen it? Have you not seen it? Yes, no, maybe so.
Yes.
Do you know
I would
what it
like
is?
to see it. I would like to see it.
Awesome. Hi, Olga.
I
I'm going to share my screen. I created a referral map. Really, really important that when we need to network and find someone, right, across the US, where can you go to find someone who's doing what you're doing? The other thing is, where do our seniors and adult children go to find someone? So I created this for a couple of different reasons, but this was a gap that I felt was needed. So on here, you can go to the map, and you can, once this loads, you can see all these people have joined the referral map. I'm still working on a couple of states. Alaska's one of them, Maine, Vermont. I got someone in New Hampshire. So we're working on getting folks in. Florida's got a cluster. Up here, we have clusters. And so this is a way for you to go under locations and say we're looking in New Jersey. Go to New Jersey. Click on New Jersey. We have all these people here in New Jersey, but they cover different areas of New Jersey, right? And our students that I have here are senior mentors. They're going through the Blueprint program, so they have a highlighted section. The featured section are folks who paid $49 a year to be in there. And then we also have a free option. So let me see if I can find one so you can see what it looks like. So on the free option, you're able to put your name, what area you cover, what your brokerage is, what areas you cover, and where you're licensed with. Now, the beauty of this is certain agents are licensed in multiple states. They will be able to put on here Arizona, Florida, Georgia, wherever they're licensed. So they'll show up multiple times, but they'll have one listing, right? Because that's something that's really important. So when someone wants to, say, Phoenix, someone wants to reach out to Celeste. They come here, they read about her, and they fill this form out, and it goes directly to her. We don't take a penny of that. There's no referral fee. This is between you and the person who is reaching out to you. Now, the people who could reach out to you are other agents. So you decide what your referral fee would be, the senior themselves, or the adult child, because it's built for all three. Okay. Now, the flip side of this is once you sign up, I email you a link where you can edit this at any time. So Celeste can come in and put this additional items in here. She hasn't yet. So I'm going to be doing an audit to make sure that everyone has their listings, their own profiles completed, right? So you can update it if you update your headshot because you're a featured agent. You can update that. You can visit their website for being a featured member, which goes directly to them, to their website. This is what we want. We want to build, we definitely want to build out something that is tangible for our folks to be able to connect with professionals, okay? On the flip side to this, we also have some super important information. I don't know if you've all heard about this, but this bill, if this passes, is huge, huge. This is for capital gains. This is being proposed right now for homeowners age 65 or older selling their primary residence for at least 25 years. They've lived there for at least 25 years during these tax years. Instead of being $250,000 for single, $500,000 for married couple, the proposed exclusion would go up to $1 million in profit. This is huge. Why no one's talking about it is beyond me, but we are. So this is a great article that you could read on this. That's the nuts and bolts of what's happening. This can also be a way for you to get an idea to post something on your social about it, right? Because I put all the facts down for you. Also, 5 signs it's time for you to help your parent downsize. This is another one that I read. And these are your 5 signs. Use this as a way to leverage something for your social. I'm giving you ideas. What no one tells you about choosing the right senior living community. For all of my years of working in senior living, I put together this article. I also have a lead magnet at the bottom, 25 questions they don't want you to ask to see past the glossy brochure, and make sure that they're asking the right questions to make sure that they're moving correctly. So this is something that I've put out. I've gotten a lot of response on this so far. I wrote this in May and we've had hundreds of downloads so far. This is something that is here as a resource to drive the adult children, to dive the senior to here to find you. Yes, Frankie.
Yeah, is that what you're showing there, is that inside the paid version or the free version?
This is all part of the website. Doesn't matter what version it is. This is just part of the website.
Okay, because I signed up under the free and I tried to upgrade to the paid, but I don't think I've ever seen any. Well, I probably need to go to the blog because
So what I'll do is I'll just take a look at you because I remember I emailed you and I can't remember because I was on vacation on that time. So let me I'll take a look at you
okay.
And make sure that you're up on there. So I got that. And then there's a contact. And then of course, this is my admin. And then when you go to join as an agent, these are the options and what is included on here. Okay. So you could see that as an agent. Now, on the flip side, we are building out resources here coming soon. These are going to be nationwide resources that your client can use, any client can use. And they're going to be here and they're going to help us push out our SEO for this as well. Okay, because they're going to help push this blog out. There's going to be newsletters coming. And we're building a really nice newsletter list right now for folks who want to get this information directly to them. I'm really proud that I created this all on my own with no help. So this is a work of passion and a lot of hard work making sure that buttons are working and the correct words are there. But the reason I have done this is I'm going to be having my mentor who taught me how to use this and build something like this come and teach everyone how to do something similar if you're interested, right? I mean, I didn't want to spend $6,000 on a website. I wanted to be able to fix it whenever I wanted to, upload things whenever I wanted. I didn't want a clunky website that was stagnant. Like I wanted something that was, I could change at 2 a.m. if I wanted to. So this is something that I've worked on really hard, and it's going to really, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, which is great. These are all of our folks that have, it takes a while for everything to load. There's a lot on here. Our folks who are on here, all different areas. And it's important that we make sure that we are, updating things as time goes on. So I'm still looking for a few more states. And as they're coming through our programs, we're putting them on here. I can put the information in here if you haven't joined yet so that you're able to join. But what do you all think? Love it? Do you hate it? Do you think it's
You did a
needed?
great job.
Yeah, I think it's awesome.
I
It's a
appreciate
great,
that.
great way to find resources within the community
And
that we could easily access. Yeah.
yes, because every now and then we get like, hey, I need someone in this spot. I hate those posts, by the way. And so this is like, come here, check here, keep it moving. Like, let's make sure that we're moving everything towards the right direction and getting it all in. So if you haven't signed up, it is free to sign up. You could upgrade if you would like. And we're just working on what all of that is. And it's going to keep expanding and getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, how many of you, I don't know where everyone is located, so you have to refresh my memory. Are any of you in the halfback states? Do you know what the halfback states are?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I get to tell you.
Uh-huh.
Right. This is exciting. Okay, so the halfback states is a real thing. It is folks who moved down to Florida, and then a few years, maybe 10 years, maybe 5 years after living here, they don't want to move back up to Connecticut, like where I'm from, or New York, or Michigan. They go halfway back into the US. So hence the word halfback. So they're moving to Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and Tennessee. They're infamously known as the halfback states. And the halfback states I have moved. I don't know about Carlene if you have, but this past year alone, I've moved 4 people to Charlotte, North Carolina. And I have one
I was
moving.
gonna say, I'm actually seeing halfbackers backing back up.
Yes.
Some of them are coming back.
Yep. So it's like it's an interchangeable thing. So I'm previewing this to you all first because this is the bane of my existence, is trying to figure out where everyone is moving. So you all are the first to see. This is called halfbacklife.com, and it is getting launched right now. This is still the back end of it. And I love my tagline because home isn't north or south, it's in between. And we're exploring these 4 states. And when you click on them, cool thing about it is it dives into the hubs of each state. And then there's local guides to dive into more about Asheville, shopping, dining, local events, parks, outdoors, an itinerary if you wanted to build one out for yourself. It's really intuitive. The other thing is what is halfback? So right now we're clocking over 1 million retirees are moving. It's crazy. And the reasons why, this is really intuitive as well. It's showing the median household for all of them. South Carolina, I did not realize is phasing out state income tax. Had no idea. I learned this myself after doing the research, right? Average summer highs, winter lows. And then I have a 41-point checklist for finalizing your move. And maybe it's under resources. We're going to be launching agents in the Florida area, in all of the halfback states, because a lot of us folks down here in Florida, we're moving our folks up there. So I have a 41-point halfback move checklist, find your real estate, sell smart in Florida. And then we're working on a referral map for in here as well. So I'm building this out as well. We haven't been busy or anything. So 3 weeks of vacation did not stop me, folks. We just kept going. And we talk about the 12-month timeline from decision day to move day. Now, take for instance, Lori, you have people who are moving all over, right? So I take a look at my migration map and I'm taking a look to see where are most of my people moving to. 90% of my people are moving here. This is a feeder for me. So in the past year, I only got 3 referrals. There's going to be more, right? So there's a way for this to be replicated for your area. So I'm going to be teaching this as well to how to do it for your area. Find out, use your migration maps, like Redfin has it. There's migration data all over. And you could just say, Mammoth County, migration data, pull it up, see where they're going to. That's how I have built referrals. I find an agent within that area that I want to refer back and forth to so that I have that relationship. But that's just one tiny piece of the puzzle, right? People are moving all over. A lot of people from Connecticut are moving to New Jersey. I know that because I have family and friends that are still up there. But you need to figure out where they're all moving from. My market is a little bit different in Naples than Carlene's market up in Cape Coral. We have similarities, but they're not the same. So you get a little bit of a demographic shift. Even though we're an hour apart from each other, 45 minutes, it's a little bit of a different shift. So every place has a little bit of a different area where everyone is moving to. And so I've created all of this. And then we're going to do resources for movers, national movers, because that's another bane of my existence. It's finding the right national mover to move these people from Southwest Florida up to North Carolina or one of these halfback states. So last September, I moved someone and the mover was terrible, just terrible. They knocked the mailbox over. They hit the gate. They knocked the gate key pun thing. They broke it and they just left. And then they didn't want to replace it the day before closing. It was crazy. So, you got to find that right partner that's going to be able to help you, right? So that's how we weed people out. But no one's seen this yet. You're all of the first ones to see it. And what do you think?
That's great.
That is awesome.
I never heard of halfback states before.
I heard about it probably about 1.5 years ago. And so I was like, oh, I wonder what I could do with that, right? And of course, I serve seniors all the time. But at the same point in time, these folks who are moving are over 55. A lot of times, like my folks who moved in September, he's still working. He was relocated because his company relocated him. He was living in Naples, driving to Miami 2-3 days a week. And then his company's headquarters moved to Charlotte, North Carolina. So then he had to relocate, right? So it was like this whole dynamic of moving them. And this company, for the first time, wasn't really doing a full reload on this corporate move for him. So he had to do a lot of the moves himself, which him and his wife weren't used to doing. They always were moved by a company. So this was the first time that they had to do the move themselves. And if you're familiar with corporate reloads, normally they just pay for everything. But I guess people are cutting down everywhere they go. So it's just something that we, started to put together, working on it, making sure we're leveling up and helping and serving our clients all around. Because at the end of the day, this is what I'm seeing in my business and what I'm hearing in my market. But the senior referral map is something that is huge, and it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So really excited about that. We're pushing that out. So thanks to all of you who have joined. Frankie, I'll make sure to take a look at yours as well. Be sure to sign up for the free class. It's in the chat. Sorry, the hiccup. I just hearted it. It's the 1-day free class on July 7th. Like I mentioned before, it'll be recorded. Only the folks that sign up will get the recording, just in case, you aren't able to attend or traveling or working during the day, or, you have a buyer that flew into town that day and you have to go show them houses. And Carlene asked how to upgrade to paid. It's $49, and if you're going to upgrade, I can help you with that. So if you're interested, just shoot me a message. And that's one of the things I'm trying to work on, is a link for you to just click for yourself, for you to upgrade. But all of these things, it's very intuitive, but at the same point in time, you have to teach it and tell it what to do. So I love when these questions come up, because I'm like, oh, I didn't think about that, right? So it's like bringing it up so I can make it better and make it more useful for everyone. So I'm glad I taught you all something new about halfbacks. Find out where your folks are moving in your area, and let me know if you want help with anything. Any last thoughts before we head out for the day?
No, this was great. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited for all of you. I know that you are working real hard, and it is showing and it's paying off. So Carlene, keep me up to date on how all those pendings go. I'm really excited for you. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, everybody, have a great day. Reach out if you need anything, okay? Thanks for joining today.